It's totally going to work. It's going to be fine.
It's still bubbling away.
Yes.
And it's not like an instant seal, it's like not an instant fix, is it?
Well, no. It never claimed that on the bottle, did it? It just says it does fix it. It never gave a time frame.
I mean, if the engine, I'm keeping an eye on the coolant every half lap, and then if it starts going into the red, then I'll just shut it down and pull off.
Yeah, let's not have the embarrassment of you going back on a flatbed truck.
Add the embarrassment. Add the embarrassment. It implies there's some embarrassment to start with. It is best qualifying. Best qualifying of the season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of all time, actually. Well, for me, not obviously for anyone, because that would be first. But
yeah, no, for you, it's,
yeah.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, 5th place, please.
Yeah.
And Grandad's looking down and you're smiling on that one, I think.
All right, good luck.
All right, cool.
In a bit.
And welcome to Radical Underdogs. This is the Silverstone Grand Prix circuit. You see we had a few problems in testing, so we do have a head gasket fault with this car. We've just overfilled it with coolant and just hoping that it will last the 15-minute race. So I'm just going to keep an eye on the temperature gauge as we go on. But here we are with the 5-second board out on the national straight. And the revs are rising and the lights are out and we are away, and it is a good start again, and we're passing number 9 Jamie Turner straight away off the grid. We've made up by at least one pace, maybe two. We've got Graham Rumsey in car number 45 on the right. He's on the inside. We've actually got that place as well. Graham also making a good start as well. Now down for the first time down to the Maggotts complex. One of the most iconic parts of the Silverstone circuit, and only really available on the Grand Prix circuit. So it's cut out of both the national and international circuit. Very sideways on the entry there to Maggotts, and now we're going through Beckett's and now through Chapel. We've got cars all over the back of us. Just Jamie Turner trying to find his way back through. We've got Nick Ledoyen up ahead. That was now it's the long run down the Hanger Straight. You're bouncing off the limiter in 4th gear, or you're deciding to go up into 5th. We've got Graham Rumsey on the outside, we've got Jamie Turner on the inside. This is a 3-car sandwich. Didn't go well last time at Snetterton, but this time keeping out of any contact. Jamie Turner getting ahead, and I'm going to take the middle position. Now we're going to run down, that's through Stowe. Now we're going to come and run through Vale, I think it is, and now through, but Graham Rumsey is through on the inside, and we're going to go back through that his car. There's the very iconic 722 of Alan Hawkins, who's made a mistake at the start, and he's made his way through as well. And we've got Christopher Stapleton on the inside. We had a very poor exit, so we're getting a bit of a push there from I think that was 666 Dave Waters. That's actually helped us stay ahead there. It's actually quite a helpful push, but it has actually knocked the sensor out, so now I no longer have the speedometer working, but it's okay. You don't need it on a racetrack anyway. Down we go into Village for the first time, and you've got to really pick your line carefully here, going a very tight corner down at Loop, and now up through Aintree and down onto the Wellington Straight. And it is important to try and keep this position. We have lost a few since we had that great start, so and we have actually lost it. We took that sort of shallow line. We're going to have to go defensive from Dave Waters, who's going down the outside down into Brooklands. And we are, I think, keeping that position. There's a lot of space. The circuit's extremely wide at Silverstone, so there is lots of space. Dave's still going wide out onto the runoff area. So we head at Luffield, and it's basically single file through here. Now going through Woodcote for the first time and back down the start-finish straight. There are an awful lot of corners in this racetrack, so I do expect I'll be making a few mistakes if I haven't already through this commentary. And we're going to skip ahead, and we've now having to do a bit of defending, I think. So that's Del Pace in the 128 car behind us. Again, he's going to get the slipstream, I think, out of Chapel down the Hanger Straight. So there's not much I can do. Bit of a sitting duck. So it's a choice of going defensive, but potentially you keep the inside line down at Stowe if you go down at Stowe into Vale. So keeping the outside line. Actually, no, that's car 111. Sorry, Aaron. That's Aaron Della Pala, who has made an excellent start. He was, I think, he was way back in qualifying, so he's made an excellent progress. In only a couple of laps, so he's going to definitely want to be wanting to get his way through here to continue his charge. But at the moment, we're keeping Aaron behind us as we go through club, and we're going to skip ahead. And Aaron again is coming at us, but he's not going to find a way through right here. But again, there's cars behind. There's a bit of a mess of cars behind him. Aaron's made his way through on the inside here, but he's had to take a very shallow line, which means I'm on the power earlier, and I'm finding my way back through. So no way through there, and I keep the position this time around. But he's going to get the slipstream now, but we're going to skip ahead to a later part of that. I'm going to take in this corner maybe a bit too gently down at Copse. And actually, Aaron Dunlop is going to be right on our tail again, and he's going to lose a bit of weight saving there. So he's lost his rear bumper, and that's propelled him along like some sort of spaceship. And he's taken an excellent move there into the Maggotts complex. It's quite an unusual place to pass, but he's ahead now, and really the idea now is to try and keep with him down the Hangar Straight, and we will try now to take advantage, but we didn't obviously in that occasion, so we're going to skip ahead, and it looks like Aaron's got a poor exit, and we're going to be going back down the sort of international start-finish straight, the Hamilton Straight, and we're going to be right on his, well, I'd say bumper, but I don't think there is a bumper left anymore, so right on his rear of the car, and we're going to go through Abbey, and it's pretty much a flat-out corner, Abbey, in an MX-5, so I did do a little bit of a lift. I just didn't want to really go into the back of him and unsettle, so at that sort of speed. So anyway, we're going down now into Village. Again, Aaron's got the choice of taking the shallow line and being defensive, which he's done, but that does mean, and well, actually, we're going to be under pressure from Del Pace behind him, 128. But we have got the exit sooner, which means that you can maybe carry this advantage all the way down the Wellington Straight. But we didn't actually manage to do that this time. Now, as you can see, Aaron has made his way past an excellent charge through the field, but we're now up behind Graham Rumsey, who's had a poor exit there. He's off the circuit, coming back on the circuit. We're side by side as we go through club, side by side down the Hamilton Straight, as we go under the sort of new bridge section, which is a lovely swish area, but not so great for club racing, I found, when we raced there at the international circuit. Anyway, we didn't make our way past Graham Rumsey this time round, but we got maybe a good run now. He's going to go defensive, but is it defensive enough? Got the inside line, but Graham's braked very late. Locked a little bit of a wheel, maybe, or was that maybe a puff of smoke from the engine, but he's got the place still. He's taking the inside line. He's going to have that same problem of not being able to get on the power very early. So I've got the power on a lot earlier, but there's probably no way through on the outside, or is there? Graham's covered off the inside line very well and moved again to the outside. It's no way through, but I'm extremely close. Going to definitely pick up the slipstream down the down the Wellington Straight, and we're going to go now into Brooklands. He's very defensive. Maybe go try around the outside. We've got Del Pace looking to pick up anything behind us. He's pretty much side by side as well. So it's both attack and defence at this moment in time. Through Luffield, and it looks like that's Dave Waters in 666. He's managed to make his way through Luffield, and that's actually given me a bit of breathing room behind, but I'm still trying to chase down Graham Rumsey as we go through Woodcote. And now as we go down the start-finish straight at the national end of the paddock, this is where our paddock is, we're going to pick up the slipstream again. I haven't been great through Copse. Graham brakes a little bit late, but he's actually out onto the runoff area. It means that maybe there's a chance that if I just keep my foot in, Graham's also got his foot in, and again, I'm not going to probably repeat Aaron's move down the inside at Maggotts, which was mugged me down there a couple of laps ago, but no, not this time round. We're still right behind Graham Rumsey. Going to try and stick with him because we know we're going to get the slipstream down the Hangar Straight, so whoever's ahead will have almost a bit of a moment through Maggotts here. Whoever's behind, and if they're close enough behind on the Hangar Straight, they're going to get a really good slipstream because it's a really long straight, and at the end there's a bit of a braking zone down into Stowe, so it is an excellent pace to pass. Graham knows that, of course, so he's gone defensive very early. I'm going to take the outside line. I'm bouncing off the limiter. I didn't bother changing into 5th. Maybe I should have done. And changing that into 3rd now. And we right behind with Dave Waters is on the inside. Now, as we go down, I'm going to forget all the corner names now. But here we go. It's all happening. And we're right behind Graham Rumsey. Now, as we go through the section of corners, it's going to take us onto the Hamilton Straight, which is where we got very close last time. And we're going to be very much side by side now as we go down through Club and now down the Hamilton Straight again. We're right behind Graham Runs. We could almost reach out and touch his car. He actually has got a rear bumper, so we can say we're right behind his rear bumper. Again, pretty much flat out through Abbey. And we're again, can we get down the inside line as we go through Farm and into Village? We potentially got to move it. We're too far back, I think, and Graham does brake super late into Village, so we can't find our way through. Behind us, the cars are all swapping around. That's 122 Robert Greensmith behind now, and again, Graham basically had the choice. He can see he's had wheel spin, and he's bouncing off the limiter in 2nd gear, which means he's really going to be struggling down now the Weddington Straight, because we're right behind him, and we've got the slipstream. We're going to have to pop out the slipstream, but we just haven't quite got the power, and Graham's gone defensive. There's no way through on the inside. We're going to go down the outside, down into Brooklands. There is potentially a move around there because you're going to get the inside into Luffield. So we're down on the outside, and it looks like we're side by side. We're going to get the inside for Luffield. So actually we get that place from Graham Rumsey. It's an excellent battle there. But I don't think it's over, because I think Graham will want to come back at us. But he's having he's got his hands full now with Robert Greensmith side by side as they go through Woodcote. Side by side, but it looks like Graham's got the position there. I think I was speaking to Rob, he had a few issues with power, so that he's losing a few places down there. And actually, we're right now. Graham's going to have a go straight away down into Cops, but we had to run wide. Pretty much everyone runs wide. It's almost like an extra part of the race circuit. We do keep that position, but here we go. We can bound back down the Hanger Straight, and as I said before, the slipstream is really powerful. It looks like Graham potentially has got a good move here, but not quite close enough this time around. You can see the car sliding. Graham's out really wide, and that's allowed Del Pace all the way through, and he's got a really good run down the inside, down the outside, down into Club. Through this, there's a car off the track. That looks like Nick Ledoyen, who's had a few issues. He's off the track, and we are side by side with Del Pace as we go down the Hamilton Straight again. We're almost out of room here. We're going to have to be right on his bumper. We've got Graham Rumsey. Any mistake here, Graham will definitely be picking up the pieces. And as we go down now, I think this is almost the last lap. I think it is the last lap, in fact. So we are going to be going down the inside of Del Pace. He's not covered it off early enough. So we're down on the inside, and we're through. We've got that position back, but he's definitely going to be looking for a way past as we go through. I've got to go defensive, and as we talked about before, that means that Dale's going to be on the power earlier. You can see I've had wheel spin in the 2nd gear there, so we are definitely going to be under pressure, which means I'm going to go defensive super early, because I know that that's the only way I'm going to keep this spot as we go down the Weddington Straight. Definitely no way through on the inside, forcing him to go all the way around the outside, but he's got the move done. He's got the move done before even the corner starts, so I'm going back to the racing line, and I'm going to try and at least hold this position, but maybe there's a way through at Luffield. We're right nose to tail as we go through Luffields. This is basically the last corner of the race, and I don't think there's going to be, unless Dell makes a mistake now. We've lost that place, but we've gained one from Graham Rumsey behind us, and we can see the checker flags on the right hand side as we go over the checker start finish line. That is a 14th place finish out of 32 runners. So almost bang in the middle again, in the upper half, which is good. Much better result than we had last time out at Snetterton. We qualified 13th, so after all those chopping and changing of places, we only lost one place. That is all, and thank you very much for watching. Do catch us again next time out. We're at Silverstone again for later on in the day.